course, it's very, very important to look at our relationship between the EU and the United States. After all, in bilateral terms, this is the most important relationship that we can have. Looking at the history, we go back many years where the United States was a great supporter of freedom and democracy in Europe, and the emerging democracies owe much to the United States. We in Britain owe a lot to the United States for the way in which they were supportive of us in the post-war period in Britain. But all of us, I think, should remember the common bond, as it were, that exists between us, and we should make sure that looking at the future, we continue to rate that relationship as being a major priority for us. We've had a lot of agreements taking place recently between the EU and the United States. Agreements in relation to safe and secure travel around the world, for instance. Agreements relating to the issue of data protection. Agreements relating to future of trade. Agreements which we're working on still to try and improve the environment of the world, working with a major power like the United States. And, of course, working together to pursue democracy. After all, many of the other relationships which we have from the EU to other countries of the world are with countries that do not recognize even now the full needs of freedom of expression and democracy and human rights. And therefore, the United States has a particular importance to us because working together we can do so much. Working against each other, it will be much more difficult for that democracy and freedom to be felt by all the citizens in the world. We in the ECR, for instance, in our Prague Declaration of Principles under which we operate, have made a particular point of emphasizing the need for good transatlantic relations with our partners in the United States. We can achieve a lot together. In fact, the ECR has been probably the most supportive group in the Parliament in relation to the United States and our common objectives to maintain security, but at the same time to develop freedom and to make it really work.